Just kind of wait until people join the live stream. I'm not wasting all this for nobody. Be like the meme of that guy talking to the wall, where he's just like talking to a brick wall by himself. All right, we have one in the chat. Mother Evil, hello. How you doing tonight? How is your Spider-Man ice cream bar? I'm going to take your silence as it was good. So Josh and I had the opportunity to interview Adam Marcus today. He's the writer, the director, creative force behind Jason Goes to Hell. He's got a documentary out called Hearts of Darkness that we talked about today. We interviewed him for Getting Sidetracked, which is going to drop, I believe, this weekend. So I think Saturday on this channel. We talked for almost 3 hours. The first time we interviewed him 3 years ago, it was over 3 hours, and it's crazy how easy it is to talk to him. He's so down to earth. He's such a normal person. Hollywood has definitely not changed him. He is who he's always been, which is a really good person. So it's just absolute pleasure to be able to talk to him and just to be able to pick his mind and ask questions about a movie that I definitely enjoy and I've always enjoyed. So it's crazy to just be like, hey, what were you thinking here? What were you doing here? And to get a direct answer is just insane. We laughed a lot, had some really had some really great interactions. Josh asked a lot of really good questions. Definitely going to be an interview you guys want to check out on the channel. That's with Adam Marcus, and that was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. His documentary, Hearts of Darkness, about the making of Jason Goes to Hell, was excellent. Or what we haven't seen it, but it is excellent because they just won a film award today. So we got a lot of stuff going on. Fosbear Games says hi. How you doing, Fosbear Games? Welcome to the live stream. We're just kind of doing like a little update what we're doing this week as far as like videos and stuff. Thanks. I like this shirt too. That's why I bought it. What's up, Mac? How we doing? All right. We got some activity in the chat. Love this. Interviewed Adam Marcus today. Went really well. You guys are really going to enjoy that. What else are we doing this week? Josh and I are going to do the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Slash Treks reviews. We're going to do the movie. So we're going to be covering the 1995 movie. And I believe that's going to be dropped on Sunday. So we've got that coming. You've got a Classics News episode tomorrow. You've got the Adam Marcus interview Saturday. And then we have a bunch of other stuff coming up too. So we've got like Zeo teasers throughout some of our stuff. We've got a ton of stuff going on. Did you find the box set of the 3 seasons? No, I didn't have a chance to go to Walmart. I'll definitely be on the lookout for that. I went to Ross tonight because somebody had told me that they had WWE superstar wrestlers there for like $9.99, but I didn't see anything. My Ross in my town was just picked clean. No goods at all. No loot. That is a lot for the week. Fat Bear Games. We've been doing a lot of stuff. Just releasing shorts like crazy, releasing videos like crazy, doing interviews. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we've definitely kicked things up like 3 notches on the channel. Before it, we'd be lucky if we got 2 pieces of stuff done, but we recently got monetized, and Josh and I have just decided that like we're all in. We're gonna try to make this happen. I mean, we were never. I'll speak for myself. I was never gonna stop. I know Josh was never gonna stop, but you know there were moments where it was getting pretty tough to put out content when we're working so much, our day jobs, our families and stuff, and just to have that little bit of a carrot, just something there, the little bit of extra motivation has helped immensely. And that's not everything though, because I create for free. I would do this for free. I love doing this. I love pop culture. I love you guys. I love wrestling. I love movies. I love TV. I love toys. I love weird, obscure facts. I like news. The more absurd, the better. I love all that stuff. Big Week. Yeah, it's on Amazon. Oh, okay. The Power Rangers 3 seasons DVD is for $30. Is on Amazon. Okay, we got to check that out. Definitely, I definitely want that, James. Your shorts have been great. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Mother Evil, Nicole Webb, and we do know. Hey, James. Nicole got her Slash Tracks Network shirt yesterday. Have you gotten your sticker yet from Teespring? She hasn't gotten her mug that she ordered yet, so Teespring's kind of slow on the draw, though, it seems like a little bit. But let me know if you got your sticker, and if you haven't gotten it, let me know when you do get your sticker. Okay, okay, cool. Um, let's switch over a little bit to wrestling real quick. I want to talk about Goldberg. So Goldberg is back. Um, Goldberg's final match is going to be at Saturday night's main event in Atlanta, Georgia, which is where he's from. And it's kind of good news, bad news. It's like they took the belt off of Uso to put it back on Gunther. So when Goldberg came back, it would be a title match for his last match. But what are you going to do? He wins the belt and he just retires as champion. So you know he's probably not going to win, or maybe he's going to get screwed over by somebody. I saw a story that Bret Hart was going to be involved in the match and screw over Goldberg, and that would just be like a fitting end because Goldberg is the one who ended Bret's career with that like really bad kick where he like hit him in the head and didn't pull his kick back. And that kick basically led to all of Bret's brain issues later on in the future, probably led to his stroke. CTE. I don't know if he has CTE. You'll never know if someone has CTE until they're gone, unfortunately, but probably didn't help. So I don't know how stoked I am about this Goldberg match. He's severely limited. He's a power guy. He's always kind of been a power guy, and his moveset's really limited, and he's not as strong as he was. He's a lot older. He is a name, and I'm sure that TKO wanted to have a name and be able to sell some tickets. I feel like they hot shot everything, and hot shot means just basically like get it out as fast as you can. Like forget the storyline, just get it in the ring, have some big names, or do whatever as fast as you can. They don't build the story. They don't let it like burn. So I don't know. Goldberg's done. I think Goldberg was done 3 years ago. I don't know why WWE even needs him. Some of the best stuff they did in the past is when they build their own stars, new stars, younger stars that can actually go in the ring. Yeah, not sure what I think about that. What else is going on? We got the NBA Finals. The Thunder won yesterday, so they're up 3 games to 2. Halliburton for the Pacers has just been on a tear the entire playoffs. He's just been playing like a madman. But yesterday he had 4 points. I know he was dealing with like an injury. What's up, Drew? Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Drew. Always a pleasure. So he had like 4 points in a really important game 5 in the NBA Finals. So I know he had an injury earlier in that game, but some of the greats were dealing with injuries in earlier playoff games too, and it didn't slow him down. So I really feel like the Thunder are going to close it out in Game 6. If they don't, and the Pacers push it to 7 games and they have to go to OKC for 7 games, I think the Thunder still win it in 7. The Thunder are a very, very good basketball team. Pacers have just been on a heater, though. They've been on a biscuit train. Wait, a gravy train with biscuit wheels? Is that what they said in Kingpin? Yeah, I'm a dictionary salesman. I got a lot of extra money. I want to place some bets on some bowling. Do you guys know where there's any action? James says, "What's up, Drew?" Hey, Drew, did you see that we're doing Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie review for Sunday? Josh and I were talking, and we need you for some of those Zeo episodes. So I don't care if you say yes or no. You're in. How about that? You're in. Because they're coming. What else is going on? So we talked a little bit about wrestling. We talked a little bit about basketball. Baseball. Got some. So apparently baseball next year is not going to be using human umpires. They're going to be using robot umpires. So you won't even be able to argue balls and strikes anymore because it'll be like mathematically, it's like it's either in the strike zone or it's not. That is just that's insane. Are they going to have like T1000 umpires back there, like artificial intelligence? The whole thing just kind of boggles my mind. What else is going on? What do you guys have? Yeah, bring up some topics in the chat. Let's talk a little bit. You guys got any questions for me? Is there any content that you'd like to see us cover in the future? I'm only going to be on for a little bit, so that we're going to keep this real short and sweet. We talked to Adam Marcus for like 3 hours today, so I'm kind of talked out. But I just wanted to hop on and check in with you guys. Favorite video game? When I was a kid, it was probably Super Mario Brothers 3. For Atari, we had an Atari in my fourth grade classroom, and if it was raining and you couldn't go outside for a recess, I would play River Raid. I don't know if you guys, that might be a little too old for some of you guys, but River Raid was so much fun. You're on this river, you're this like battleship, and you're going down the river and you're just kicking butt. Super fun game. I would say like PlayStation 2, loved SSX, the snowboarding game. 64, absolutely loved GoldenEye, loved Super Smash Brothers, all the usual suspects. Pitfall. Pitfall was good. I had a TV, James. I had a TV, a black and white TV where the screen didn't show the whole screen of Pitfall. I tried to play that game, but I couldn't even see what was coming ahead or what was behind me. It was such an intense situation trying to play that. Johnny Utah. Hey Alex, I've been looking up Oregon cuisine. A lot of overpriced hipster dishes. Yes, you are correct. Eugene, Portland, Oregon is a massively blue Democrat state. Definitely IPAs, microbrews, fennel slaw. They want to know the provenance of the cow before they serve the burger to them. Farm or fresh fish is a big one. I serve tables. My main job during the evening, most days of the week, is I'm a server at a nice restaurant, and I answer all those kinds of questions. And we serve a lot of that. So it's a really nice restaurant. So I definitely get where you're coming from on that. Oh my God, I'll just eat meat. Oh yeah, me too, James. When I was a kid, like meat, I don't think I had ever had a ribeye or like a New York steak until I was in my 20s. I don't think I had ever had prime rib till I was in my like late teens when I started working at a restaurant and I could get a discount for it. Like we were really poor. Hot dogs, macaroni and cheese, chicken thighs, chicken drumsticks, shake and bake. Lucky to have a meatloaf because you would have to buy the ground beef for that. I've said this so many times on the channel. If we went to Burger King, couldn't add cheese at Burger King. We had to put our own slices on. And if we wanted fries, we had to share it. So my brother and I would share a fry. Just crap like that. That was like when Whoppers were 99 cents. I eat a lot of ground up turkey meat over hamburger. God bless you, James, because I think turkey meat is disgusting. It's way too dry. I know you were talking to me the other day about exercising and getting healthy and stuff. And I think one of the biggest mistakes people make when they're trying to get fit is they put too much on their plate at once. You have to kind of start slow, and you have to like ease yourself into it. Create a couple really consistent habits that you can sustain over a major length of time. So the first thing I did was start to walk. And I walked and walked and walked. I would walk 60 minutes every day, just indefinitely. And then after I kind of nailed that down, then I'm going to start doing some weights. I'm going to do 2 to 3 exercises, maybe after every walk session. And it was like, I'm going to hit some biceps. I'm going to do some shoulder press, something, whatever like that. And that wasn't every day, but I tried to kind of do it every day. And then once I kind of nailed those things, then it was like, well, I can tweak my eating a little bit. And I was like so big. I was 358 pounds. I was so big that it was like if I changed my diet in any way, like to get a caloric deficit, that's when the weight just started falling off. I at one point had lost like 154 pounds. I haven't maintained that entirely, but I have maintained quite a bit of it. And it's been over 5 years. My girlfriend, Nicole, lost over 100 pounds. She's crazy though. She'll get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to exercise. That's impressive. That's dedication. I can't do that. I'm just not a morning guy like that. I want to be. I know that all the super successful people that are like millionaires and stuff are like 4:30 at club, 4:30 a.m. And it's like, I'm going to look like my cat when you wake your cat up and they're kind of like You know, like F you, like why'd you wake me up? Why'd you wake me up? Okay, what's James saying? Okay. I eat a lot of it can be tricky, amazing. Obnoxious GHM. We heard you fart just now. You ain't slick. I don't think so. If I farted, you would have heard it for sure. My cat is always trying to get in the door. So Nala is a straight up G. What else do we got going on? Obnoxious, living up to the name, being obnoxious. I dig it. I'm just joking. That's how you want to get banned? That's how you get banned. Come on, guys. Put another topic. Come on, man. I'm running out of steam. We talked to Jason Goes to Hell Master for 3 hours. Can I recommend an obscure horror movie? I'm glad you brought that up, Johnny Utah. I will do that for you. There's a movie called Blood Song. Okay, Frankie Avalon from the Back to the Beach movies with Annette Funicello. She, or excuse me, he made a horror movie in the 70s where he plays a flute before he kills people. It's called Blood Song. It was filmed in my hometown of Coos Bay in North Bend, Oregon in the 70s. My mom would always tell me stories about like, oh yeah, they filmed a movie here. And I'd be like, oh, sure they did. Oh, I'm sure they did. Yeah, okay. But they did. And this is like pre-YouTube or pre any of that stuff. They didn't have that copy at the local video store. Like I couldn't just go find Blood Song. But when YouTube kind of became a thing and it was getting bigger, I Googled it, you know, I YouTubed it, and sure as shit, Blood Song was a thing. It's a real movie. You can watch it on YouTube for free. If you guys want a link or whatever, get at me on Instagram or Twitter. I'm Vandollar15. I think on Instagram I'm Alex Vanover15. Add me as a friend or whatever. I'll send you the link to the Blood Song Frankie Avalon movie. It is so ridiculous and absurd. It's so dumb. But but every time I watch it, I'm like that Leonardo DiCaprio meme where I'm like I was there, I ain't there, I know where that is. It's just it was crazy to see locations that I had grown up, you know, seeing, but actually see it from the scope of like the 70s when I wasn't around. And my mom graduated in 75, so like that movie was like being filmed like right when my mom was in high school. So I just really liked imagining seeing my I was like hoping I'd see my mom as an extra, to be honest with you. Blood Song, and Josh and I are actually going to riff that. I made a thumbnail for that. We prepared it, we planned it. We are going to riff that. It will be available on the channel. I don't know if we can actually show the movie even though it's available to watch on YouTube, because I don't know if it's public domain. And now that we're monetized, I don't want to get a strike or whatever, but maybe we can do the wraparound like we used to do on the main channel. They filmed Halloween 4, 5, and 6 in my neighborhood. For real? Are That's really interesting. Were you around when they were filming Johnny Utah? They filmed The Sandlot too. So are you near where The Sandlot is? That is really cool. That is very cool. Mac says, I like steak, but I find prime rib gross. You find prime rib gross. Do you also find unicorns to be annoying? Do you find sports to be dumb? Do you not like candy? Do you not like rainbows? Do you not like sunshine? Who hurt you, Mac? What's going on? I live in Utah, but I was too young. Okay. Mac, what? Why? Exactly. What? Mac, I want to know more about this prime rib thing going on. What? Who screwed a prime rib up for you that it ruined you for the rest of your life? My friend lived in one of those houses. It's in South Salt Lake. Wait a minute. Lived in the house that they filmed one of the Halloween movies in? Did they pay them for the like a location fee, or did they like how does that work? Did they just shoot while they were living their normal lives and they're just extras in their own home? The South Park Baby Veal episode. Yeah, that one's pretty bad. I don't like the veal thing, bothers me. The cow was born to just be eaten. I don't like that. I also didn't like the Super Size Me sequel where Morgan Spurlock it was like about the chicken industry, and they would have video of them with the chicks and stuff, and then the farmers are just randomly stepping on them and like killing them. That really bothered me too. I did not like that. The house next to the Sandlot, I meant. Okay. Johnny, did you play baseball at all growing up? What else do we got? Oh, what else is going on? Okay, so we got Slash Tracks reviews, Power Ranger movie. Adam Marcus interview is done. We've got more shorts coming, of course. We're going to do Zeo Slash Track Saturday mornings. We're going to do some more He-Man Slash Track Saturday mornings. We're even going to do Thundercats. We have not done Thundercats. I definitely want to do some Thundercats episodes. We have the Bo Jesse Christopher interview. Gromit from Point Break on the way. Got a lot of stuff going on. No football. I ran into the Urban Meyer in my high school gym. Oh, Urban Meyer. Was he hitting on the high school girls while you were there, Johnny? Wasn't he cheating on his wife with one of the college girls when he was at Ohio State? And Urban Meyer, famously, Slashaholics, didn't know when he was in the NFL coaching the Jaguars, he didn't know who some of the greatest defensive players were. No clue. Had no idea. Like, this guy's an NFL coach. He doesn't even know the names of the players he needs to stop. This guy, what was he, like 2-14 or something? Just terrible. Terrible. Also ran the loosest ship in the history of college football. He had Aaron Hernandez there, who was a convicted murderer. And then, like, if Tim Tebow wasn't there, that program would have just went to hell in a handbasket, which it kind of did. He got a lap dance from a thought. Exactly. That makes sense. That checks out. That checks out. Close call. Oh. Wait a minute. So prime rib would make your stomach upset. Okay. Okay. I'm very familiar with stomach issues because my brother has colitis and he has to be real careful with going anywhere and like prepping carefully. So God gave him that affliction because he is the spoiler. He knows, God knew Aaron spoils movies and books and TV shows for everybody. So that's what he was cursed with. Colitis. All right. What else is going on? What else do we got going on? Did I get any toys this week? No. No new toys. Any good shows? Not really. I haven't been watching a lot of TV. Just been doing a lot of work. We had the Jason Goes to Hell watch along. We had the live stream, Josh and I. That was a lot of fun to watch that movie with you guys. What's a movie that you guys want to have a watch along with us in the future? I think in the future for watch alongs, maybe not now, but in the future, we have launched memberships on the channel. So I think if you become a member, you can do like private watch alongs with us. You can talk to us directly. You can pop on screen and watch the movies with us. There's a lot of stuff we're doing for memberships. I don't think we've even like mentioned that really, that we have that, but we do have that now. So you can become a member of the channel. I also had something pop up for the channel where we can do communities now. So it's not like a Discord, but it's like a private place where, you know, people, slashaholics and friends and family and anybody can just get on and talk and just, you know, it doesn't even have to be about the channel. It can just be about your daily life. You know, you can talk to us directly. So I think that's really fun, really safe place. If you guys are, you know, not having a great day or you just want to talk to us about anything, we're just right there in the community tabs. But yeah. Oh, Toxic Avenger. You got an old McDonald's toy. Oh yeah, I got the, Nicole went to the Goodwill bins and she got me a Hamburglar that was in the bins for like nothing. And then she also got me some other Happy Meal toys, but the Hamburglar from 95 still sealed. That's chef's kiss. That's excellent. That's prime rib status, Mac. I had the last Matrix movie spoiled for me randomly. Was my brother at that Matrix movie with you? Toxic Avenger. So Troma movies. We riffed. Oh, that's what you want to have watch-alongs with. Okay. Hey, real quick about Toxic Avenger. I got a lot of VHS tapes from a friend, Danny, and in it was Toxic Avenger 1 and 2. So how lucky was I to have those in the bin? Just so lucky that I got those. Really rare. It was high school. Oh, hey, since we're talking about high school and we're talking about stomach issues, I was squatting. I was doing a lot of weight on squat rack. And I was like at one point, and I know it's probably not a lot now, but I was squatting like 410 pounds. So for a 16-year-old, pretty good. I went down and had an accident, and nobody knew I did it except for me. I went to the coach and I was like, hey, gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Just tied my sweater around my waist, went to the bathroom, grabbed my book bag, just went home. Just went home. I could have been kidnapped for all the coach knew. Never went back. I was living with my grandparents at the time. My grandma Helen's like, "Oh, good, you're home in time for Price is Right and some eggs and bacon or whatever Schwann's food truck, German sausage that we had at the house." So funny. Yeah, I think everybody's had accident. Those are called buzzer beaters if you beat it. Like if you don't have an accident and you just make it to the toilet, that's a buzzer beater. That is a Michael Jordan buzzer beater. Just at the, nothing but bowl. Why famous? What famous people have I met? Okay, that's a good question. Um, okay, met Roger Clemens, the baseball player, at one of the restaurants I was working at. He's won 7 Cy Young Awards. He was like one of the nicest people ever. Tipped me $100 for a cheeseburger and an iced tea. Talked to me about his baseball career and talked to me about how he did a cameo in the movie Kingpin, and how he was supposed to be Seabass in Something About Mary, but his spring training schedule like conflicted. Who else have I met? I mean, obviously, I've met a bunch of people through the channel that we've interviewed. We have, Andre Gower from Monster Squad. Adam Marcus, obviously, twice. Just wonderful guy. Tom Matthews from Jason Lives. Who else? Keanu Reeves, I never got to meet him, but he was at the restaurant I was working at, and I missed him. I wasn't there that night, but there was a picture of him with the waitresses in the back, like the busing station. Paul Walker from Fast and the Furious, his grandparents lived in North Bend, which is where I'm from. I missed him every single time he was in town. He loved this burger place called Yong's. And he would always go there and get food. It was almost like that place where he got food with Vin Diesel in the Fast and the Furious before they go to Race Wars. Real similar, like Greasy Spoon Burger and Fries place, really good. If you guys ever go to North Bend, Oregon, go to Yong's. Whatever happened to the Mark Patton interview? That's an excellent question. Mark's contact is Josh. When we do celebrity interviews, sometimes I'll get them, sometimes Josh will get them. And Mark is a hard one to nail down. He's very private. I'm pretty sure Mark lives in Mexico. And I think Mark said it with all the best intentions, but he ended up kind of ghosting Josh a little bit. We were supposed to do it last year. Miguel Nunez from Return of the Living Dead, Joanna Man, so many movies, Life, Thin Line Between Love and Hate, Ooh Baby, Ooh Baby. He's in Friday the 13th Part 5. We had him. We had the thumbnail made. We had the time. We talked to him. We had the date and everything, and he just completely ghosted us. 100% no show. Like me in high school. Like first, second period, I'm not there. Miguel Nunez, not there. Gone. So close with Keanu. Oh, absolutely. Dream Warriors. Dream Warriors would be... Yeah, we talked to Ira Hayden. I've met Ira Hayden. Ira Hayden was one of our interviews. We actually broke like a national news story with Ira Hayden with the interview we did. Ira had been cast as one of the voices of the mini Marshmallow Men in Ghostbusters Afterlife. And they actually used our story to put out, like on Bloody Disgusting or whatever, one of the major national, websites or whatever. They cited us. Fun fact, Keanu Reeves asked Kenny Omega for a selfie. Keanu Reeves is a pro wrestling fan. He's an AEW guy. James, you saw the Ira Hayden interview? He kind of got mad at me when I when I brought up another topic about another actor. He wasn't really into that. There was like no deviating from what he wanted to talk about. And the show is called Getting Sidetracked, so he must not have been familiar with Josh and I's interview style. Yeah, so Dream Warriors for a live stream watch along. That would be fun. What's your guys' favorite Friday the 13th movie? What's your favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie? And what is your favorite Scream movie? I'm going to say Dream Warriors is probably my favorite Nightmare film. I know I'm in the minority on here, but I love Freddy's Dead. I really enjoy it. I like being able to see Freddy's garage where he keeps all of his weird gloves, all those prototypes. He's I know he's joking and campy, but there's some scenes where he's extremely evil, like where he's impersonating Leslie Dean's father. That's some creepy stuff. The Carlos death, he's really evil in that. He is really enjoying that. Freddy's Dead gets a bad rap. I really enjoy. I mean, that's a fun movie. Favorite Friday the 13th movie? I love The New Blood. I know I'm in the minority for that. I really enjoy Jason Goes to Hell. I love the final chapter. I like Jason X. My least favorite one is either 3, because they're just in the barn the entire time. They're in the barn and everybody wants to go in the barn. When we riffed Friday the 13th Part 3, I think that's our most viewed Slash Tracks episode ever. I think it's almost like 100,000 views. So I know that people agree with us. I mean, really, that movie was written on a cocktail napkin at happy hour somewhere. Just, let's get another Jason movie out. Let's go. And all of a sudden, Jason likes women. What's going on with that? What do we say? I'm gonna scroll down here a little bit. Okay. So cool. Watch that one too. He just walked up to him at an airport, talked to him, and asked for a selfie. Keanu Reeves took a pay cut for the Matrix movies so the rest of the people on the set could make more money. He is a extremely nice person. He rides public transit. He's really unassuming. Cares about his friends and family. One of the truly good people in Hollywood. I have never heard a bad word about Keanu Reeves. I love his movies too. People always talk about how he's typecast or he's a one-note character. No, that's incorrect. He's a very good actor. He has range. He can play Bill and Ted. He can play Speed. I love Point Break is one of the greatest action movies ever made. Debate me on that. I will die on that hill. He's been in so many good movies. He's Hardball. He probably should have been nominated for an Academy Award for that film. He was phenomenal in that movie. What else do we got? They were in a VIP area. Okay, Part 6. Yeah, Jason Lives is solid. You know who I really like? Tom McLaughlin. You know, he directed that movie. I almost want to say he wrote that movie. But I know Josh got to interview Tom on the main channel years and years and years ago, but I would just love to talk to Tom McLaughlin. Tom McLaughlin, I think he was attached to Freddy vs. Jason for a little bit. I think he was attached to a few other projects. That's a guy who definitely should have directed more horror movies. Meta, before Meta was even Meta. I mean, those kids were talking directly to the camera. The caretaker in Jason Lives is talking to the audience. He's like, some people have a really sick sense of humor. And then the kids are like, what did you want to be when you grow up? Just a phenomenal writing. Great movie. Jason Lives is a great movie. Tom McLaughlin deserved better. For Friday. Scream 2. Wait, Scream 2 is your favorite Scream movie? Scream 2 is pretty solid. That's Josh's favorite Ghostface, Aunt Jackie. I would say I really, really, really enjoy Scream 1. I really liked Scream 5. And I liked Scream 2, and I enjoyed Scream 4. Scream 3 was terrible. Scream 6 had its moments. I love the scene where, spoiler alert, the girl is on the ladder from building to building, and she's trying to crawl over the top, and then they like push the ladder off the ledge. That's really gross. So that was good, but I would say Scream 1 is probably my favorite, but I'm probably just like everybody else there. Freddy's Dead. Yeah, James. Freddy's Dead gets so much hate, and deservedly so. It's way different, and I think that the worst Nightmare on Elm Street is probably Dream Child. Dream Child was written, like, the movie poster and the release date was, those were both out like a year before the movie was even written. Like, they greenlit it and they're like, let's go. They were like rewriting scenes while they're on set. Like, some of the characters didn't even know what was going to happen to their character. They're like, oh, you're dying today. We're going to set the scene up. I don't know if that's a really great way to make a movie. I think you kind of got to know what you're doing and execute. Not really a great way to do things. I think that Dream Master was similar to that. They had a writer's strike, and I think Rennie Harlan was kind of doing the same thing. But I think it kind of, like, Freddy was at his peak in 1988. because of Dream Warriors in '87. A lot of really inventive, fun deaths and kills in Dream Master, and I think that for being kind of a weak script, because Lisa Wilcox is gaining all her friends' powers, and there's this montage where she's going to fight Freddy, and there's all this really cool stuff, but there's really no payoff. Like, she beats him by reciting a nursery rhyme. Like, all the buildup and all the powers she gained, she doesn't really. And I had another question, too. Why does Freddy, maybe he didn't kill her or want to kill her because he knows that she's the Dream Master now. She's the gateway to all the other friends. He can't kill anybody if she's not around, right? So what's he doing? Just toying with her? Maybe the movie wasn't even actually a climax. Maybe it was just like, what, if he wanted to kill her, he probably would have. But she was the gateway. So if he does, there's no more movies. There's no more entryway into people's dreams. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much about a Freddy movie. Who is very humble? Buzzer beater. Absolutely. We've had some buzzer beaters around this house. They're the worst when you have to go to the bathroom and you got to get home and you're unbuckling your seatbelt. You're trying to run home and the door's locked and the cat jumps in front of you and Nicole wants to talk to me all at once. It's like, I'm gonna have a serious problem here if we don't get to work here in the El Baño. All right, SpongeBob cameo. Molten0720 said hi. What's going on, my friend? Nice to see you in the stream. Wish we got a sequel to Freddy vs. Jason. I can't believe that we didn't get a sequel to Freddy vs. Jason. That movie made so much money. It was the highest grossing film for both franchises. They did the best they could. They stayed true to both franchises. I really, really do not like that Kane Hodder is not in that film. Ronnie Yu just pisses me off. Whenever I hear him like, oh, I wanted to stick to the direction of this or that, and it wasn't my call, it was New Lines. It's like, shut up. Like, I don't want to. You're the director. If you could have fought for him, I don't care. Kane Hodder should have. Everybody wanted to see Robert Englund versus Kane Hodder. End of story. They screwed up. That movie probably would have made way more money. There were people that boycotted that film just because Kane wasn't in it, and it still made bank. Would have been way better with Kane. So dumb. What else do we got? Did you read the Ash versus Jason versus Freddy script? Well, which one? There's been multiple. And I actually have the Nightmare Warriors comic book series. I know those are pretty rare. They're very collectible. Pretty sure those are what you're talking about. They made those into the comic books. So yeah, I have read them. They had the Dream Warriors in them. They had Tommy Jarvis. They had all these different characters from the franchises. It would have been great. I don't know how they would have done that on screen, though. It would have been really expensive. They had some really elaborate nightmare scenes and some really elaborate kills. But it would have been amazing to see that. But Ash wasn't into it, wasn't feeling it because he wanted to be able to definitively beat them, and they weren't going to do that. Why would you do that? It's like when they used to ask Stan Lee, like, who would win, like Hulk or the Thing or like Thanos or Galactus or whatever. You can't really give a definitive answer because if you do, puts an end to it. They want to have speculation so they can make more money. The only way you're going to get a real answer is if you talk to the fanhood. That's where you'll get a true, real answer because they know what's up and they have no financial stake in the game with that, as far as that's concerned. Did you read? Yeah, I did. Didn't see the reporter being a ghost. Yeah, I can see why with part 5. John, I listened to the comics on YouTube. Final chapter, excellent choice. Dream Warriors, excellent choice. OG Scream, excellent choice. That's me right there. All 3, excellent choices, Mac. James, they made it up sort of as it went along, I believe. Yeah, they did, and you can tell they did. Can't wait for the Freddy's Dead novelization. Yeah, Josh is doing a good job. Josh has got so many irons in the fire with like books and all the other stuff he's doing on the main channel. He's writing his own stuff. He is going gangbusters with the creation over there. I heard he was attached to Nightmare 5. Ash didn't want to put. Yeah, Ash was doing the Hulk Hogan thing. That doesn't work for me, brother. There's no way Ash is going over in this one. That is absolutely what happened. What else? I like Scream 5, but poor Dewey. Yeah, Dewey's coming back in Scream 7. How they doing that? How's Dewey coming back in Scream 7? What's going on? How's that happening? There's no way. That's no way to treat a former WCW champion. He had the acoustic equalizer, Mac. He had the Jeff Jarrett guitar shot on top of the cage. Uh, that was Ready to Rumble. My brother and I just absolutely love Jimmy the King. It's like, I will rule you. Now hurry up, get your damn ass out of here, grab me a beer. Ready to Rumble, such a good movie. That is a movie that Josh and I should absolutely review on the channel. I just love that movie. 4 out of 4. Spoiler alert, 4 out of 4 right now. There's a young John Cena in the scene where they're lifting weights. All the WCW guys are in the gym and they're trying to get Jimmy the King back into shape. And in the background is a young John Cena lifting weights. He's not even attached to WCW. It's just really weird to see that. Dream Master gets a lot of shit, but I like it. Yeah, Dream Master is really fun. Really great visuals. You've heard it said a million times. It's the MTV nightmare. I don't like that they killed the brother off the way they did. You know, not even being able to face Freddy. Such a cheap way to go. He deserved better. I really like Brooke Thesis' character, but she's scared of bugs, and she's been lifting weights the entire film. She's like missing school because she's staying up late lifting weights and watching Dynasty. She puts up 0 fight. So what? She said she wasn't going to let a Night Stalker beat her, but she sure as hell did. Real quick, like a jobber status. I still watch all the Nightmares. Absolutely. So do I. Nicole, I drive her crazy. I watch a lot of the same movies over and over again. They're almost like comfort movies to me. The world's greatest sword fighter versus a random guy with a lightsaber. Who wins? I would say the world's greatest sword fighter, because the random guy with the lightsaber he might accidentally cut his own hand off. And the sword fighter, even though he's going against the lightsaber, well, the lightsaber could cut through the sword. We got a major issue right here. That's a good question. I'm gonna say I'm changing it. I'm gonna say lightsaber guy. Yeah, lightsabers cut through everything. That's what I just said. Yeah, I think lightsaber guy. Star Wars kid. Would you remember that viral video, Star Wars kid, where he's got the double lightsaber? He would beat the greatest sword fighter of all time. Are you guys excited? You guys thinking about joining members? You guys what are some perks you guys would like? What is something that you would like Josh and I to do? What can we do for you? What can we give back? Is there anything that comes to mind? Let me go into waiter mode right here. Are you doing okay? Is there anything I can bring to your table for you? How much is the member? I think the memberships are as low as like $2. I think like $2. $1. I think there's expensive ones, but like I think those are if you get like the most expensive one, it's like you just become one of like you're part of the channel with me and Josh. You're with us riding shotgun on everything. I don't know. I think it's like $1 or $2 is low. I think you can do like $3 and we set it super low. We want people to join because we want to have special things. We want to do more stuff. I want to do stuff. I love doing this. I want to do more. What else do we got? All right. Anybody else got any other things? Any questions? Any more brain busters before I got to get out of here? I hope you guys are all doing great. Love all you guys. Any jokes? Any jokes? You know what? Not really on the spot. I'm more of like an observation guy, and I would say I'm quick. A lot of the shorts that I write the story, and then anything after that is all me. I don't write any of that stuff down. You could probably tell because I'm reading the headline and then I'm just talking. Lifetime. Oh yeah, Johnny Utah. Trash Tracks. We definitely have always planned to do that because I'll never forget the day that Nicole was watching Lifetime movies and I would not shut up. And I was making myself laugh. And she was laughing. I was annoying her, but she was laughing. And I was like, you know what? We riff bad horror movies. Why can't we riff Lifetime movies? I think the biggest problem with riffing, guys, is William has been sick. William has been really sick. So Master Evil's not around. We want to put out quality stuff. We don't want to just put out straight riffs. So you want to kind of have some storyline, maybe a little bit of setup and payoff, but It's hard to do it when you don't have your whole cast. And it's almost like we're not doing it out of loyalty. I know we did the special Pumpkinhead one for Halloween this year, and it got blocked in like every country but the United States. So instead of getting like 40,000 views, we got like 500. But I had a blast. It was really funny. I had a good time, and everybody that watched it commented. It was crazy. So for just the United States, it worked out well. Yeah, Lifetime movies are definitely just tee 'em up. Boom. It's a this is a Lifetime movie. Guy moves back to his hometown. His wife passed away. He's dealing with some emotional turmoil. He meets the lady who owns a Christmas tree farm. She's single. Her husband cheated on her. She doesn't believe in love anymore. The other guy who just moved there, his wife died. He doesn't believe in love anymore. And for the next hour and a half, they're going to be working on projects at the Christmas tree farm, and they're going to be fighting their mutual attraction to each other. That's the movie. There you go. And they just do it over and over again. And then you'll the same actresses over and over again. Candace Cameron, Beret from Full House, and then like Lacey Chabert from Mean Girls, and then she was in Hot Frosty on Netflix. That movie was actually kind of entertaining. That was pretty funny. There's one where Candace Cameron, DJ from Full House, gets murdered by Kevin Arnold. Oh, I just watched that like 2 weeks ago. Fred Savage, he is an interesting person. I like your old school Halloween buckets. Oh yeah, the Boo buckets up there, right up there. I love anything McDonald's related for sure. As you guys can tell, I like toys. But yeah, Candace Cameron is dating Fred Savage. He's like a wrestling hero or something. And he's like really protective and very like, you can't talk to anybody, you can't do anything or whatever. And he ends up killing her, which is crazy that to see that. You see Kevin Arnold killing DJ. That was really traumatic for me when I first saw it, when I was like, oh, and also one of the guys in Fred Savage's friend group in that movie, that Lifetime movie, is Joey from Dream Warriors. Booyah. Mic drop. Saw him, just immediately saw him. Love that one. That, you know what, for a Lifetime movie, for like what they had, is not bad. Fred Savage though has turned out to be a dick in real life. Like the Wonder Years reboot, he was producing it. He wasn't acting in it. He was producing it, and they had like great ratings and great reviews and stuff. And this is like 2 or 3 years ago, and he was doing a lot of weird Harvey Weinstein stuff, really, and kind of aggressive on the set and like being a dick, which is kind of true to his character in the original Wonder Years. I just feel like he was always yelling at Paul. It's like, Paul, like Winnie, Paul, damn it, Paul. That was like, I bet you if you had a drinking game, every time Fred Savage yelled Paul, you would be smashed. Did I see the Boy Meets World drama? I did, with the girl, the redhead girl who played, she's like a adult film actress, her and Topanga. Is that what? And then also Corey doesn't talk to any of them anymore. It almost feels like a work, Johnny Utah. It almost feels like they're in cahoots to get higher ratings for their podcast. That's what it feels like. Yeah, Maitland Ward. Yeah, she's an adult film star. I don't know why they even care at this point. Like, do you talk to anybody from 26 years ago? Unless they're like really close with you. It's like, I don't know. Boy Meets World was good when it was on. I enjoyed it. I don't know. I guess I'd rather have a Cabin Fever 3 than for them to talk about an episode of Boy Meets World at this point. I don't know. What else do we got? All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Be on the lookout for the interview this Saturday. Be on the lookout for Power Rangers on Sunday. Let me know the movies you want me to review in the comments. Let me know about live streams you want me to do. Me and Josh. Let me know all the things. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to get out of here. Mahalo, dogs.